Hello and welcome to the week 4 overview. It's an exciting week. We've got a lot going on. And of course, the big thing about week 4 is that we will be doing our midterm exam, the comprehensive chapters 1 through 4 midterm exam in lab this week. Now, this midterm is not worth any points, but you have to pass it in order to pass the class, all right? So we'll come back to how to study for this in just a minute. It's really easy. I provide you all the answers beforehand, but let's look at what's going on this week and then we'll talk about the midterm. So, Monday, Class 4A, we are dealing with Chapter 4, Tables. Simulation due 8 a.m. And then in that class, I'll teach you about all sorts of neat tips and tricks for working in large data sets, like data really comes to us out in the real world. Right? So we've got a project for Chapter 4 due Tuesday at 8 a.m. Then Wednesday morning, 8 a.m., the comprehensive exam prep file, the midterm prep file. You're actually going to do this file for homework. This is the exact same file as you're going to do in the midterm. So when you walk into to do your midterm here in lab, you will have already done this exact file for homework here. And you can do this thing for as many times as you want for the highest grade so you can practice with it all week long. Okay? Then on Thursday morning, we have a grader project. It's a little chapter 1 through 4 review that I've built. It's a pretty quick assignment. Of course, we've got our concept quiz on chapter 4 and then reflections and corrections due on Sunday. Then we have our midterm in lab. Now, let's go look at this comprehensive exam prep file that you're going to do for homework that's going to get you ready for the midterm. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop over into my IT lab here and we'll see that in week 4 on Wednesday's homework right here, we've got the midterm 1 lab prep. Now, notice that we don't see anything for Thursday and Friday, right? When we move from January to February, when we move through the months, we have to click next to see those days. So it's not that there aren't things due. If we look, we'll see that there are things in fact due. It's just that we have to click like that to see the next one. Okay? So we come back over here. We come over to the comprehensive prep file here. If I click on this, I'll get my normal download window. I'll get the Excel file and I'll open it up and it looks like this. Okay, so what do? Well, I've got the instructions that I downloaded, but hey, this is going to be really hard. Okay, this is going to be really hard. In fact, if we look at the instructions, you'll see that this is one big monster lab. I mean, look at the size of this thing, this midterm, right? You're doing 1, 2, 3 if functions, a payment function, another payment function, like 3 VLOOKUPs. I mean, how are you going to be able to do all this in 45 minutes? Well, I'll tell you how. I'm going to show you in videos that you can go along with me and practice. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. And so these videos are in a couple of locations. Probably the easiest one for you is to just go over to the lab prep on Canvas, go to the lab for midterm prep, and here is a long video, a 35-minute video in which you can watch and you can follow along with me and you can do the whole thing and I explain everything. And then down below is a quicker 14-minute video where I do that. And so let's just take a look at this, right? We'll go ahead and play this. We'll make it big.
Lab prep.
And let me go ahead and turn the volume off on this so we're not listening to me, but this video will clear up here in a second. But what I can do is I can watch this video along with doing this Excel file right here, and I'm just going to follow right along. I'm going to follow right along with the video, and I'm going to do this file. Okay, I'm just going to follow right along with the video up here, and I'm going to complete this file, and that's how I'm going to practice for this. And you're going to practice this an unlimited number of times, as often as you want. You'll keep your highest score, and you can continue to do this assignment right up until the day of the midterm. Okay, you can do this right up until the hour before the midterm. It won't go away. You can practice with this all week, and you can just follow along with me and get that. And so this that we're watching right now is the 35-minute video. Once you've gotten used to that, if you want to, you can move down here and you could do the faster video, the 14-minute one, and watch that in practice. You can also download this file right here. Okay, you can download the start file right there, but you're better off doing it from my IT lab because you need to get this turned in for homework anyway, so you might as well do it right here. Now, you can get to those same videos from my IT lab if you want. Those are back in the course materials in the week 4 folder. And we'll find a folder in there called practice videos. So if we go course materials and then we go down into week 4 and then go into chapters 1 through 4, we'll find in there, we will find midterm lab 1 videos, and inside of there you'll find links to both of those videos. But I think it's easier to get to them from over here on Canvas, okay? And so there we go. That's how you study for your midterm. And then, of course, in class 4B, I'm going to talk more about the midterm, and I'll also go over this chapter 1 through 4 review right here. We'll actually end up doing this in this class. So this will go really fast for you because we'll do this in this class, and you can actually hang on to that file and turn it in right here also. I just want you to get some more practice doing it over on my IT lab. Okay, so hey, that's our week. We're doing chapter 4 here. You're doing the midterm file right here, and you can practice that all for the rest of the week. You can turn that in an unlimited number of times and keep the highest score. We've got this review project here. We'll actually do that in Wednesday 4B's class, okay? Concept quiz, and then you do your midterm at the end of the week. You have to pass this midterm in order to pass the class. So if it was me, I would study this thing and practice doing this comprehensive prep file, maybe until I could do it in 40 minutes and get like a 95% on it. And that way I would know that I could come into the lab and knock that out of the park and do really well. Okay, so hey, I hope that explains what we're doing this week and that you feel comfortable with that. If you have any questions, just shoot me an email or drop by my office hours. Okay, hey, good luck this week, and I'll see you in lab.